Hello everyone, welcome to the video series on subject Structural Analysis 2. In this video, we are going to see the numerical number 4 on continuous beam. This is a part first video in unit number 3, flexibility method. So this is the statement of the given numerical problem. Analyze the two-span continuous beam shown in the below figure by flexibility method. Draw bending moment and shear pull diagram. So in this numerical, the continuous beam A, B, C, but at support B, they have provided the spring support, and also at the C, they have provided the spring support. And member AB is loaded with a uniformly distributed load of 10 kN per meter. The length of member AB is 6 meter, and member BD is loaded with a point load of 30 kN at a distance of 2 meter from support B, and total length of member BC is 6 meter. Now they have given here KB is nothing but KB is the stiffness of spring. So the stiffness of spring at support B, it is given equal to I, and Kc is nothing but stiffness of spring at support C, it is given by EI by 2. Okay, so Kb is nothing but they have given the value of stiffness of the spring. Okay, now as usual our first step is to find out the degree of static indeterminacy. Okay, as we know that at support A there is a fixed support, so here there will be a two reaction, because for beam we are neglecting the axial displacement in x direction. So at the spring support there will be one reaction, okay, that is the vertical reaction, and at C also there will be a one reaction, that is vertical reaction at C, because it will displace in downward direction. Okay, okay, now here there will be a one reaction. So here there will be a one reaction. So total reaction, that is R, is equal to 4. Now here we are having the equation R minus 2. Okay. So number of reaction 4 minus 2. So the degree of static indeterminacy will be equal to 2. Okay. Now the degree of static indeterminacy is 2. So here now we will consider the first unknown, that is vertical reaction at B as Q1, and second unknown vertical reaction at C as our second unknown. Okay. Now that means we are considering the redundant. Unknowns are nothing but the redundant. Okay, you have to consider redundant in such a way that the structure is stable. So here the Q matrix will be equal to Q1, Q2, where Q1 is VB and Q2 is VC. Okay, so the next step is to find out the DQ matrix. So DQ is nothing but displacement corresponding to the redundant in original structure. Now in this case, now at support B, the spring support is given. So now this DQ1 will come into the picture now. So here, so DQ1 is nothing but, as the spring is given, so 1 upon KB into the vertical reaction at B. Okay, so 1 upon KB. So here value of KB is what? EI. So it will be equal to minus 1 upon EI, because here as the displacement in downward direction it will be negative. So we have considered it minus 1 upon EI into VP. Okay. Now at C support also there is a spring support is there. Okay. And the value of Kc they have given EI by 2. So 1 upon Kc into VC. So here the value of Kc is what? EI by 2. So it will be 2 upon EI. So minus sign, as it is the displacement will be in downward direction. So minus. So minus 2 upon EI into VC. So DQ1 will be equal to minus 1 upon EI into VB. So taking 1 upon EI common. So in this matrix will be minus VB. And DQ2 will be equal to 1 upon EI in bracket minus 2 VC. So this is DQ matrix. Okay, so DQ matrix will be come into picture when at the unknown there is a spring support or a sinking of support is given. So in this numerical at B and C the spring support is given. So here we have find out the DQ matrix. Okay. Now the next step. Now here the first figure is the given structure. Now if you see the second figure, here we have to release the structure with load. Release the structure means the given structure you have to make it as a determinant structure. So here we have removed the spring support at B as well as spring support at C, and by removing that, so this structure will become a statically determinate structure and we call it as a release structure with load, and this is figure number 2. Now in figure number 3, our first unknown is vertical reaction at B. Okay, our first unknown is vertical reaction at B. Okay, so we'll apply the unit load, that is Q1 equal to 1 at support B, and this and whatever the given loads are there, that is UDL as well as point load, that is report. So we call it as release structure with Q1 equal to 1. Okay, now in the next figure all the loads are removed, that is UDL as well as point load is removed, and we have applied the vertical reaction, that is we have applied the unit reaction at support C, that is Q2 equal to 1. Okay, so this is the release structure with Q2 equal to 1. In the figure 1 given structure, figure 2 release structure with load, figure 3 release structure with Q1 equal to 1, and the next figure release structure with Q2 equal to 1. So these are the different figures. Now next, in the next slide we are going to see the displacement analysis of the release structure, and for that we are considering the sign convention. So this is our sign convention. So this is our sign convention: hogging negative, sagging positive. Okay, now for that this is the given table. So first is the zone. So the first is the zone, second is the origin, then moment of inertia, then limits, then bending moment in the release structure with load. Okay, so the bending moment due to Q1 equal to 1. Okay, and M2 is nothing but bending moment due to Q2 equal to 1. Okay, so these are the different columns, and the first column is what? The zone. Okay, so first column is the zone. So CD. So the first, now generally for a cantilever beam we start from the free end. Okay, so here we are considering the section in CD and we are measuring X from C. Okay, so here in this portion as there is no load, so the bending moment will be equal to 0. Okay, now we'll take the section in portion CD for release structure with load, and again we are measure X from C. Okay, now again in portion CD as there is no load, in this portion there is no load, so here the bending moment will be 0. Now we'll take the section in the release structure with Q2 equal to 1, so this is X. Now here I'll change the color. Now here due to this Q1 the nature of bending moment will be like this, so this nature will be sagging. Okay, so plus, so the intensity of force is 1 and distance is X, so 1 into X is X. Okay, now we'll consider the next zone. The next zone is dB. We'll measure X. The X is measured from, this is the X, okay, which is measured from the C. Okay, now here in the portion CD there is no load, so 0. So here due to this 30 kilonewton the nature of bending moment will be hogging, so minus. So intensity of point load is 30, and here you have to find out this distance. So this distance you have to find out Okay, so this distance is equal to what? X minus 4. Okay, so the bending moment due to 30 kilonewton will be 30 into x minus 4. So minus 30 into x minus 4. If you solve this, we'll get this value, minus 30x plus 120. Okay, now we'll take the section in the release structure with Q2 equal to 1 and we'll measure x. The x is measured from where? So the x is measured from the C point. So this from C point we are measuring x. Okay, now here in this portion again there is no load, so the bending moment due to Q1 equal to 1 will be equal to 0. So in this portion there is no load. Okay, now we will take the section x, okay, in portion BD, and we are measuring x from where? We are from C, because C is our origin. Now here due to this Q2, the nature of bending moment will be like this. So the nature of bending moment will be sagging. Okay, so bending moment is nothing but force into distance. So here force is what? 1. What is distance? X. So 1 into x. So we are getting bending moment due to the Q2 equal to 1 in zone dB as x. Now we will consider the next zone, that is zone BA. We will consider the next zone BA. That means we are considering the section, okay, x in zone DB, and we are measuring x from where? We are measuring x from C. Okay, now here, so the first load will be the 30 kilonewton acting like this. Okay, it is acting like this. So the nature of bending moment is hogging. So minus 30. So here we have to find out, you have to calculate this distance. So this distance will be equal to what? X. Okay, x minus 4 will give us this distance. So minus 30 into x minus 4. Okay, now next for this UDL, okay, so it will act like this. Okay, so intensity of BD, here the nature will be what? Hogging. So minus 10. So here we have to find out this distance. Okay, I will clear it first. Again, okay. So we are measuring x. So the x is measured from where? Sorry, the section we have to take first. Okay. Now here, due to this, I'll change the color now here. So it will act like this. So the nature of the bending moment will be hogging. So minus. So intensity of BDL at 10. And the distance is what? So here we have to find out this distance. I will change the color. So here you have to find out this much distance. So this distance will be equal to what? This distance will be x minus 6. So x minus 6, and half of this will be x minus 6 by 2. Okay. So if we solve this, we'll get this value, that is minus 5x square plus 30x into 60. Okay. Now next we'll take the section in portion and we'll measure the x. The x is measured from where? It is measured from C. Now in this portion now there is a load. Okay, sorry, here due to this the nature of bending moment will be like this. Okay, I will change the color. So the nature of bending moment will be like this. So the nature of bending moment will be sagging. Okay, so plus, and here you have to find out this distance. So this distance will be nothing but x, this is x, minus this distance, that is 6. So x minus 6. So as the nature of bending moment is sagging, plus. Okay, now we'll take the section in dB. and measure x from C. Here everywhere the origin is C. Now here the bending moment due to this force will be like this. So the nature will be sagging. So bending moment will be 1 into the distance. So here the distance is x. So 1 into x, it will be x. So this is the displacement analysis for the release structure. Okay. Now we'll see the dkl1. dkl1 is nothing but integration 0 to L m into m1 upon EI. So here as this two term, for the first two term the value of m1 is 0. So here for the third term, that is for zone BA, the value is of m is minus 5x square plus 30x minus 60 into m1 value is x minus 6. The value of EI is I. Okay, so and limit is 6 to 12. If we solve this, we'll get the value of dkl1 equal to minus 4860 upon EI. Then we'll find out the value of dkl2 equal to 0 to L m into m2 upon EI into dx. So here as it is 2 here, so here also it should be 2 m into m2. So for first term it is 0, for second term it will be limits is 4 to 6. Okay, value of m is minus 30x plus 120 into x. Okay, so here it is not 1.5 upon EI. Okay, and the next term for the zone BA, it will be integration 6 to 12. So this term multiplied by x. So if we solve this, we'll get the value of dkl2 equal to minus 12740 upon EI. So directly also we can solve this integration on calculator. Okay. Now next we have to find out the flexibility matrix. So here first we'll find out the F11. So F11 is nothing but it is integration 0 to L m1 into m1 upon EI into dx. Okay. So here for the first two zone, that is CD and DB, the value of m1 is 0. So this term will be equal to 0. Now for zone CA, the value of m1 is x minus 6. So x minus 6 into x minus 6. The limit is 6 to 12. Okay. The value of EI is 1. Okay. So the value of F11, it will be equal to 72 upon EI. Now F12 equal to F21. It will be equal to integration 0 to L m1 into m2 upon EI. Now here for first two zone, value of m1 is 0. Value of m1 is 0. So it will be equal to 0. Now for the third zone BA, limit is 6 to 12. The value of m1 is x minus 6 and value of m2 is x. Okay, putting this value and solving this integration, we'll get the value of F12 and equal to F21 equal to 180 upon EI. Okay. Okay, next flexibility matrix, that is next value of the flexibility matrix, that is F22. So integration 0 to L m2 into m2 upon EI. So here whatever the values are there in m2 column, you have to multiply by m2 only. So m2 into m2 is nothing but what? For zone D CD, it will be x into x. So x into x is x square. Value of EI is 1. Integration for zone CD is 0 to 4. Now for zone DB, limit is 4 to 6, x into x square upon EI into dx, plus for zone BA, limit is 6 to 12, okay, x into x square upon EI into dx. Now after solving this integration, we will get the value of F22 as 576 upon EI. Okay, so this is the value of F22. Now putting the value of F11, F12, F21 and F22, so we'll get the flexibility matrix. Okay, so flexibility matrix is equal to 1 upon EI in bracket 72, 180, 180 and 576. So this is the flexibility matrix. So next part of this problem we'll see in the second part of the video. So thank you for watching this video.